Well, this is a definitely interesting topic I haven't talked about for some time really, but will Battlefield 6 be able to keep up with Black Ops Cold War? I did talk about it with snippets in some videos, but I never actually talked about, a specific video or in video itself. So let's look at this article over here. It's pretty fresh. I check, the articles every few weeks, and everything I find I report, so be sure to subscribe. Anyway, Call of Duty is a massive success right now with Modern Warfare and Warzone being released. Will Battlefield 6 be able to keep up when it comes out? Well, that's definitely a good question. Like, Call of Duty is dominating the market right now. It's just how I see it. It's getting so much traction, so many players. We're gonna have to check how it will look like. So when EA took place earlier this year, EA hinted at their next new Battlefield game, which will be released sometime next year. I'm guessing like early year or late year, something like that. So either mid-year or late year. It's definitely not going to be happening in March, otherwise we would already be getting trailers and stuff like that. So Battlefield 5 was released back in 2018 and definitely did not live up to the hype and expectation that Battlefield 1 brought fans to the series. But that was their own mistake. It wasn't because of Call of Duty or any other sources. The Battlefield series has had huge hits such as Battlefield 3 and Battlefield Bad Company 2, as well as the disappointing lows such as Battlefield 5 and Battlefield Hardline. Okay, I guess Battlefield 3 happened a long time ago. Like, Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2 were already huge hits, but those were really, really old. That was 2012, 2011, right? Now, Battlefield Hardline was basically a flop, right? But I think that it was a very good game. The story was kind of interesting. All through Battlefield 3 and 4 stories were better. Battlefield Hardline's main problem is how some of the weapons are overpowered. So people are only using two weapons in the servers. The M416 and the M4A4. Nothing else. Nothing else even matters at this point. Others are just like slow bubble guns, basically. But on the other hand, the Call of Duty series has kept their fans happy with their recent games. So they were actually in a slump. Call of Duty was in a slump when they released Advanced Warfare, Ghost, and stuff like that. And now that they're returned to the classic, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Battlefield wants to do the same thing. So they want to return the old games that made the hype good, right? Just like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, people loved playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare and hate Advanced Warfare. Its expectational Battle Royale Warzone, which was a huge success. This is like, I'm talking about Fortnite level of success, has been also a huge attraction for Call of Duty players. So not only are they getting like more players into this, but into like Warzone, but they're also getting more players into the main game for the campaign and multiplayer, which is like their marketing strategist should get like probably did get a promotion and a raise and whatever, but it just makes you think like, Battlefield, what are you gonna do? You have to step this up. Call of Duty will have much more momentum than Battlefield does going into 2021. Oh my god, so huge. Like, we already have tournaments that are mind-blowingly big for Warzone, and it doesn't have huge esports yet, mostly thanks to Warzone's surprising success and Firestorm's failure. Why they didn't look into Firestorm even, because they made it it wasn't free. That was their big issue, so the servers were always empty. The biggest issue with Firestorm is 64 players, right? But their maps were huge. The maps were like this, and the circle of players was something like this, right? So how can you make a map like Firestorm a success when you have to wait 20 minutes? Sometimes it takes even 20 minutes to find a single player. Also, Firestorm was not free while Warzone was free. You gotta realize that most people play these games when they are free. I'm pretty sure it was not free, yeah? You had to buy Battlefield 5, and this was like an add-on. So, I don't know what their marketing strategist was thinking, but in Battlefield 2021, they're getting a new person, a new marketing strategist, which I read, which is really fine. So Call of Duty is at the peak of players and success, but Black Ops Cold War will have to top the previous game if Activision wants to stay on top. Bro, if you look at the reception on the trailers, Black Ops Cold War already won. Battlefield 2021 has core games to show on. I'm guessing like Battlefield 21 will need a few years to actually keep up, or Black Ops will have to make a huge mistake. But right now they have such huge teams, they could probably have four Call of Duty games made per year, and closed betas are making players excited for Black Ops Cold War. I guess we could check that. And EA has yet to do anything to revive the hype for a new Battlefield game. Like, why aren't they releasing more info for content creators? Probably because they don't have anything to show for, I'm most likely guessing. Will EA be able to bring back the old age debate of Call of Duty versus Battlefield? Battlefield may have a hard time. Well, oh my god, I don't know. It's like every month. Okay, listen to me very carefully. Every month that, you know, Battlefield doesn't release something or doesn't post anything, that's one more month, you know, for Warzone to grow. I'm just saying that. That's the legit truth. Battlefield may have a hard time keeping up because of Call of Duty's flexibility. That's so true. Call of Duty World War II and Infinite Warfare are two different kinds of games, even though they're both under the Call of Duty series. And they are both not played as much anymore. But, you know, when you have so many games, you know, some people prefer space stuff. Some people prefer World War II stuff. Some people prefer the classic Modern Warfare stuff. Some people prefer old Black Ops servers. Like, there's so many things. And Battlefield, it doesn't have the same experience as Call of Duty games have. Battlefield can only change their playstyle a little and have to keep the realistic combat. So people still like realistic combat. We can see that by, you know, people playing Squad, people playing Hell Let Loose, Postscriptum. Even Vietnam Rising Storm, you can see their realistic combat is still kind of in the niche, just not as much. Players like Battlefield for its detail and realism. So Battlefield 6 is going to present modern day setting with realism, updated graphics. Meaning if EA goes away from that, there is chance it could be just another total failure. But potential leaks said it's not going to be that. Potential leaks say that it's actually going to be a pretty good game in modern settings. They could mess it up with some loot boxes or something like that. There is a chance it could be just another failure total of a game, that's true. Nonetheless, going for a possibility of more futuristic style of gameplay or something the FPS community hasn't seen before could be what Battlefield needs to stay popular. Now, what they need is, well, to make like a Battlefield Battle Royale and then make it free. I don't see other points, or they need to introduce some type of free content next to Battlefield so people buy the main base game. A more futuristic style of gameplay or something that FPS hasn't seen could be what needs to stay popular. How Battlefield 6 can win players back. So it's not actually over for Battlefield 6, but considering how many players, if you type in Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 4 player count, and you type Warzone player count, it makes, like, I'd say 10-20x difference. Like, holy shit, like, it's actually probably the worst here because Battlefield is not releasing anything at all. So even if you look at YouTubers, like Warzone YouTubers versus Battlefield YouTubers, Jack Frags is actually the biggest, and for Warzone YouTubers you have like 30 of Jack Frags, like, right? Exactly, yeah. So while Modern Warfare has been widely successful, Battlefield 5 hit a slump. The game was underwhelming and not released enough content to keep players hooked, and its Battle Royale Firestorm definitely did not live up to expectations. So, you know, Call of Duty had the same issue. Call of Duty had the same issue when they were doing that Black Ops 3 Battle Royale thing. It died off pretty fast. It didn't do bad. It wasn't bad, but it was basically a testing. If they can recreate this with Firestorm, basically creating it really nice, then it's definitely gonna be amazing. So if they fix the mistakes they did in Firestorm, introducing 120 players, they can now have 100 player battles, right? 64 versus 64, 124 players on a single map. You know, make the map a bit smaller. Don't let people wait that much, you know, for battles. Battlefield 5 put the series into a bad place, and, you know, Battlefield 5 kind of engraved people into not playing it. So, you know, when the kind of people think of Battlefield's recent games, they think of Battlefield 5, which was trash, you know. Hackers is my main huge issue when I was playing Battlefield 5. You know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Their mechanics were good, how you can repair stuff, but it's mostly like just kills Levolution off. So you're trading one good thing for one bad thing, right? You can't have Levolution, you can't destroy buildings, you can just repair them, and then you have just like sloppy buildings like in Call of Duty. So it felt too fast for me, to be honest, but it's it depends on the person, right? I guess that would make a fair point. So Even with a hype release of Black Ops Cold War later this year, DICE and EA may be able to make a comeback, which is going to be definitely hard. It's definitely going to not be easy. One way Battlefield may be able to make a comeback is to improve their co-op and campaign modes. Co-op and campaign modes. I guess co-op and campaign. I want to see campaign modes are definitely could be better. Like Hardline wasn't anything special. It has some decent modes where you were a prisoner and stuff like that, but so did every game. Every game you were playing as a prisoner and you gotta do this and that. Last year, Battlefield 5's co-op mode was sad, rushed, that felt underwhelming and not prepared for release. They basically rushed this game. EA also needs to capture their players' attention with a campaign mode filled with action, but most importantly, iconic characters. Call of Duty's campaigns are always iconic. You can remember them for every day, you know, for days and days on end. With characters like Soap, MacTivish, and Captain Price that gamers always remember. Call of Duty Special Ops mode is also a great example of a fun co-op mode. So let's look at this, how they could take the idea, for example. If EA manages to impress gamers with the upcoming Battlefield game and Call of Duty manages to keep its success with Black Ops Cold War, I'm definitely thinking the Black Ops Cold War will be a success. The bet of which FPS game to play could come back to light. Call of Duty will be a challenge to keep up coming with more great ideas to keep their fangs cooked. Firstly though, Black Ops Cold War will release first sometime in November. That's November? I didn't know that. Well, like that's crazy. November, that's so early. That's basically 1 month from now. Yeah, it's definitely not looking good. It's releasing with Cyberpunk, and I don't know, guys. Look, and if Battlefield 6 doesn't release in July, it's not looking good for Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 doesn't have an exact release date yet, and it won't be coming out until sometime next year, so they have some time to plan adjust if need to be. Oh my god, this is not looking good. This is Black Ops Cold War Fireteam Mode is unlike anything else in the series. Like, they're doing crazy. Like, you know, these games are supposed to be social and they're doing really great. You know, expansive sections, 4-player squad access to expansive sections of Verdansk map, all while diverse sets of objectives and providing a lore tied to the game's single-player campaign. Oh my god, this is really good. This is actually really good. This is like really social. People want to be playing that. You know, breaks down into 10 teams made of 4-player squads, with each squad vying to complete set of multi-phase objectives. Whoa, okay. I think like they have a lot to work on, especially because their game is late. They released what, almost 2-3 games while taking almost a 2-year break, a 3-year break from releasing any new Battlefield games, and that's what's keeping them behind. So let me know what you guys think of this. You know, I'm definitely still here. Be sure to subscribe. I have my sub count hidden, but we almost hit 100 subs. So if you could subscribe for that, we're gonna hit 1K subs soon, and then we can talk more about it. Yeah. Anyway, guys, this is Fedman. Sign out. Peace, guys.